company with Gianni.
We had departed from our anchorage in Dakar, Senegal, and were on our way to the Cape Verde Islands, a 475 nautical mile passage. We sailed through the many ships anchored in the harbor, dodging a parade of fishermen in their colorful pirogues, and past the island of Gorée, once a point of departure for slaves, and now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and museum visited by many, including President Barack Obama. Weather conditions were ideal as we made our way into the open ocean.
We're doing pretty well, man. Great conditions today, man. If we could hold up like this for the whole trip, amazing, ideal. Just got to be careful when you cross here near the African coast because there's quite a few cargoes, so just got to keep an eye out during the night. And once we clear that, we're pretty good. And say 2 to 3 days, we should be getting close to the Cape Verde archipelago, to Boa Vista. That's where we're heading towards there. And then it should be a day from there to get back to Mindelo. Let's keep our fingers crossed that conditions are good and Poseidon's nice with us, as well as Neptune, and the man or woman or whoever's up there bless us with good fortune, as well as who's ever down there takes good care of us. Inshallah, se Deus quiser, God willing. Got ourselves a little rosé. I think we set up the life rafts pretty well here in the cockpit. Not budging, they're not in the way. Not bad. Good company with Gianni. We just averted a small incident. Gianni was sitting up here smoking a cigarette. All of a sudden, oh, there's a bunch of buoys. Wait, oh my God, fishing net. And we had the engine running. We just panicked all of a sudden, and he jumped on the gear shift and accidentally put it in reverse. And I'm like, oh man, and stuff. And then I got it back in neutral. We passed over the net. I mean, this all happened in seconds. Guys were there. You could see the guys in the fishing boat. There's a long line of buoys, and we're like, holy shit, man. I was downstairs doing something. He was up here checking it out. All of a sudden, he saw. Thank goodness, thank you, Gianni. Saved the day. Now we turned the motor off and we changed bearing a little bit, so we're going the boat's going a little smoother at 60 degrees. Before we were pushing it at 40 degrees. Kind of get a better bearing. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I know what I mean.
This had perfectly defined a saying that is, sailing is hours of boredom and seconds of panic.
Just heard the Senegalese Navy call out for a Chinese vessel on the VHF, Channel 16. Guys going. Hear that?
The Senegalese Navy wanted to board a Chinese ship, and the crew were just not answering. At night, I spend a lot of time looking at my plotter. It looks like there's a lot of ships around, but in reality, the ships are miles away from us. And then there is this. That is the depth gauge. The ocean floor is thousands of meters below, yet the gauge indicates a lot less. And we were going pretty fast. So you wonder what is underneath us. A whale, dolphins, tuna. Or a school of sardines? A monster? Who knows, really? I mean, it's kind of freaky, yet it happens often. Then again, it's just another night on the open ocean.
Well, hello, good morning. It's a pretty good night. except for Johnny was sick. Pretty ill, poor guy. Galopin was doing great, still is. He is performing much better on the starboard tack. Holding up good and at 60 degrees to the wind and doing about averaging between 6 and 7 knots the whole time, and doing 6.5 right now. Seas are pretty agitated. Galopin's holding fast. 22 knots of wind right now, so it's not bad. Getting there faster than we expected if we keep this up.
Galopin was flying. We were making great progress. Gianni, well, he was still not well, but comfortable in the salon. Yet every once in a while, a rogue wave would slam into the side of Galopin and send things flying. Nothing of great importance, just some cards and pens off the navigation desk. I tried to pick up the mess, but it's not easy to stay standing. It doesn't really show here how much the boat is swaying, but it is. You need to always be holding on to something, or you can get sent flying just like the cards I tried to pick up. As well, this is the kind of thing that can trigger seasickness. So I had another idea. Time to eat something. I had an open bag of French fried potato sticks. So I melted some cheese with them, and it was perfect. Warm, gooey, and full of carbs. And it'll keep the seasickness away. About midway between the continent and the archipelago, you're pretty much free and clear of ships and cargoes. So night sailing is pretty much uneventful.
Good morning. Beautiful day today. Wind has been absolutely steady at 20 knots. Sea's choppy but manageable. Incredible what a difference this tack is compared to the tack when we went to Senegal. The starboard tack is just perfect, man. It's just much more manageable and smooth and less wet, less bouncy, and faster. I mean by like 2 knots faster. I don't know if we were doing something wrong on the way down and doing something right on the way in, but I mean on the way down was a lot more wind. And this has been like barely got up to 22 knots. And yeah, last night there was a few cargoes that went by, but we saw them in the AIS. And, nothing to be concerned about. Nobody got near more than like 5 miles from us. So one cargo ship that got behind us about 5 miles from us, and that was it. So now we're ahead of schedule. And by the end of the day, we should arrive in Cape Verde. And then one more day and we'll get to Mindelo. Inshallah. Se Deus quiser. God willing. It is about 11 o'clock at night here on Galopin. We are in the archipelago of Cabo Verde. We just passed in between Sal and Boa Vista, and we're heading towards north of San Nicolau to an incredible time. This is, I think, the fastest Galopin has ever gone on a straight line during so much time. It's been about 48 hours now, more. And we're just averaging 6.5 knots. Unbelievable. Topping at 8 sometimes. It's just flying. This is just amazing. Galopin, you are a beast today. You are a beast for this voyage. You're fantastic. Bouncing us around a bit inside the cabin. Gotta be careful when you get up. You get thrown around sometimes by rogue waves. As Yanni and I will attest, we're probably bruised all over. But doing pretty darn good. At this speed and this momentum, we should be in Mindelo tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Inshallah. Se Deus quiser, God willing.
It was great to have you along on this voyage. If you enjoyed your trip, give us a like and subscribe. You really help us navigate better. Me and my boat Galopin promise you a good time every Wednesday, so welcome aboard.